Hello guys, in this lecture we are going to take a look at how to model a window or sliding window. But before start modeling, collect few references. Some photos are in my house and some references are collected from Google. Before start modeling any object, collect some references. Always collect some reference. So start modeling. First, go to shapes, select rectangle, go to modifier tab, length 100 and width 1800, press Z, select this object, enable render, enable in viewport, but we are going to use a sweep modifier because we are not going to model everything by itself. Editable poly. Because we have so many modifiers we can use. In this tutorial I'm going to use a sweep modifier again. You can go and check, 2 tutorials are already available on sweep modifier. So first press T, press Z for zoom, go to shapes, select line, click on snap, right click grid points and disable vertex snap. First click, second click, third click, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10. First, I draw a railing. You can see that this shape, up, down, up, down, up, down. You can see that up, down, up, down. So disable the snapping and go to modify tab, select this vertex, select vertex and drag down, select this vertex and drag up, and select this to vertex and drag up. So we have that same shape. So now we are going to use a sweep modifier. Select your rectangle shape, go to modifier tab, go to modifier list, search sweep. After sweeping, use a custom section, pick your profile, press F3 again for default shading mode, press P, press Z for zoom, P for perspective, Z for zoom. Select this profile, go to spline, select all object, select that shape and go to scale. Scale this object in X and Y axis. So you have a nice profile, nice shape of our railing. Just select this object, move in. So you can see why we use a sweep modifier with the instance option. Select this profile, go to modify. You can see I'm using instance. If any problem in future happen, I can select this profile, go to vertex, select this vertex. If I move this in a Z axis, you can see I can adjust the railing paths. But in real world, you can see not a object is 100% sharp. The little bit chamfer you can see. So select all object vertex and go to chamfer. Just give a little chamfer, not too much, just a little. So you can see when I apply chamfer that shape, the same chamfer apply on this frame. So press T, press Z, select this object, go to modifier tab, right click, convert to editable poly. So after converting editable poly, select a polygon, select this frame, go to detach, select second, select third, detach, select fourth, detach. After detaching, select this first object, and as per reference you can see in the real world not object is 100% proper. You can see this little bit groove. So first select this object, go to modify tab, select vertex and give a little gap, not too much, just a little gap, just a little gap. Same object in down, select the vertex, just drag to y-axis, select another one and drag on y-axis. After that, our frame is ready. So we are going to make this bottom rail. You can see this profile. So select the bottom, right click, isolate selection, press P, press Z and just hold Alt and middle mouse button and rotate this object. So after that, select edges, ring, because I need to select this edge also. So click connect, add two edge loops and shrink it down little bit, like 30 or 35 something. Select again this edge, hit ring and connect again. So after that, select polygon, select this face, hold Ctrl, select this face and hit extrude. And you can see that after extruding, select this face and hit delete. Same process here, select this face, hit delete. After that, press T, press Z and press F3 and you can see this extra part is coming out. So select vertex, select this vertex and try to get in. Same process here, select this object and try to match this with this line. After that, press P, press Z, F3 and right click and end object isolate, press T, press Z, select, whole frame and press E. Enable angle snap and rotate this profile in a 90 degree. Press F, press Z and move this in a Z axis. In this case Y axis, because we are using 2D plane, 2D workspace. So press P and press Z again. So we have a nice frame, that railing, that nice window frame. Just move this shape inside. Press F for front, press Z for zoom. So after that, press F3. Now we are going to model a window. So we are going to shapes, select a rectangle, select snap toggle, right click or disable grid snaps and enable vertex snap. So start from this axis and end of this point. So after that, press F3, go to modify, right click, convert to editable poly. So we have a nice face, right click, isolate face, select edges, select this to edge, vertical, horizontal edge and hit connect. Select a polygon, select this one polygon face or delete and delete. After that, press P for perspective, Z for zoom. Right click, end object isolation. Press T, press Z, F3 for wireframe mode. Press S for shell. Press W for move your object. And try to match with this. After that, hit P for perspective, Z for zoom and F3 for default shading mode. So select this window, right click, isolate. Select this window, right click and convert to editable poly. Select a front face and then select a back face. Select inset. Hit OK and use a bridge tool for make a hole. So after that, select this face, hold shift and you can select all faces in ring mode, or you can just control click, control click, control click and control click. So after that, again hit inset, but we can see that overlapping issues. We don't want any overlap, just that a clean face we want. As a 12 mm glass we are going to fix, but after that hit extrude. The window is going to fit inside this frame, so we need to extrude this face inside. So after that, you can see this is a group, but I'm going to change to local normals. If I increase this value in plus, it will go up, but if I decrease, hold my mouse button, left mouse button and hold it, drag it down, so you can see it's going inside. So after that, select the face, shift and drag on Z axis and give it a name, a glass. But before modeling a glass, press F, press Z, F for front, Z for zoom, and go to modify tab, select a polygon, select this part and detach. select this part, detach, select this part, detach again, select this part and detach. Select this first object, go to modifier tab, select vertex and just give a little gap, just little, not too much, just a little gap, because we can see that a little gap here. Just a little gap, not too much. Select this vertex and give a little gap. Select this vertex and give a little gap. So our frame is ready. Select this glass that we detach. Just one face, not a glass, just a one face. So go to modify tab, select a face, select this object and hit extrude. But before extruding, you can see that we have this open face. Go to a border, select this face and hit cap. Select this cap. So it fill with a one face. Press F, press Z. You can change the color of this object. So press F3, select vertex, select and drag it down. Again select this vertex and drag in our y-axis. Press F3, press P and press Z. End object isolation. So we have a nice window here. Select this object, select this window, select this object and select this down profile object and group. This is my window. Select these frames and go to groups, and this is my frame. Select this object, press F, press F3. You can see we have a nice window. Press T, press Z, press F3 and hold shift and drag this object in a y-axis and copy this object and move in a x-axis. Press P and press Z. So you have a detail windows. You can see as per reference. The reason I am telling you, before modeling any object, you can model a character, you can model a hard surface, you can model any organic mesh in RGBs like a sofa or center table or a dining table, you should take a reference, because the reference image help you a lot in modeling and adding some detailed stuffs. After that, you can see this rubber in a frame. You can check out my last videos, 3 videos already uploaded and 2 lazy tutorials. Go and check out. But we are going to add a rubber inside this. So I downloaded rubber stuff in this rubber image in. You can see how the rubber is made. Just one shape, triangle, one shape, done. So press T, press Z. Not too perfect. This is completed. Press F3. Just move this object. Press E for rotation. And move this object here. And just scale it. Or if you can't scale that things, just go to select a window and select this profile and right click and hit isolate. So you can manage this, you can edit this. Here and go to modifier tab, select this vertex. Just select this vertex and move this. Select this object and move this. Select this object and move. After that, select these objects and move. Move. Select this object and move. Now after that, press P, press Z. We have a profile. Select this object, go to open, select this object, hit isolate, press F, go to rectangle, enable snapping, right click and select on vertex, enable vertex snapping. So start from this vertex and end of this vertex. Press P, press Z, right click, end object isolation. So we have our profile here. After that, select this shape that you created. Now move in the y-axis. Again we are going to use a sweep modifier. And use a custom section and pick this I section. So you can see that we have that rubber profile in our scene. Let's select this object, press T, press Z, press F3 and just move to your object and try to fit that object inside. Press P and press Z, 3. But still we need to do some custom modifications here. Select this object, right isolate, press F, press F3 and select that rubber profile that we made. Right click, convert to editable poly, select one for vertex, select this, press F3, G4 of your grid and drag down. Press T, press Z, F3. So just do one thing. Manage this thing just. As we are going to make this again. By mistake I done something wrong. Select this face, select this object, right click, isolate this option, press F and go to rectangle, again snapping on. Just drag that rectangle and after that select this object, go to modifier tab, select a sweep modifier, sweep modifier, use custom shape section and pick this object. You can see that our model flipped by mistakenly. So after that, go to sweep modifier and mirror to XY axis or you can use angle to 90 degree. So you can see that we have that nice profile here. That groove fittings and all. Your object should match to your profile, custom profile. The glass fitting here, this is a rubber coating and this will fit in frame. So select this, press T, press Z, press F3 and just try to fit that object inside this. Just right click, convert to editable poly again, select this vertex and try to fix this in. Before start more editing, go to end object isolation, press F, press Z, press F3 for wireframe for shading mode, default shading mode, select all these objects, right click, isolate selection, press F, press F3, select this object, go to modifier tab and select vertex, and now we have good results. You can see that. And select this and press P, press Z, so you can see that we have a nice rubber coating inside window. Select this object, group, close this object, and this object is not in our group, so select this object, go to group and select attach and select our window frame that already grouped. So now this object is a group. So end object isolation, and you can see we have a nice profile over here with nice railing details. You can see